Hey guys, what's up? My name is Tiara, your host for the Prittee Truth. So this weekend, I've actually was just super hard at work trying to make sure that everything was together for the first episode. So I really didn't get any juicy, tea in, but what I did get to tune into was the R. Kelly documentary. So I was very disturbed, I don't know, but I would like to get some different feedbacks about how different people felt about it. So if you have some time, you guys can slide into my DMs at Tiara Laritza, and I'd love to go back and forth and have a discussion about it. But next up, we have Lex Lavo, my bro, artist straight out of Spanish Harlem. So we're gonna take a look really quickly at one of his music videos.
I like mommies, I like culo. Since a youngin' call me chulo. Mommy says she like it duro. Mira, yo no soy tuyo. Piraguas mixed with Henny. Getting fetty, tengo plenty. Trapping out the bodega. Kept the work inside of pennies. I'm the hip-hop Hector, still sipping Moet nectar. Always stay in the lab, but don't confuse me with that.
So from seeing that, I know you guys can already tell that that's heat. So make sure you guys tune in to our interview coming up next.
To stay up all night serving that perico bing bing. Guess this music shit working out. All I hear is ching ching.
We'll be right into it simply because, I know that they're super excited to hear all about you and whatever music you got coming out. I want to thank you for coming out to the Prittee Truth.
Thank you for having me.
You are the first guest. How excited are you?
That's dope. I feel it's an honor, you know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure.
I
Thank you for having me
you.
here. And I'm here. We're going to make it happen. So
let's go. It is what it is. So let's get right into it so that for people who don't know you and don't know what you do and what you bring to the table, guys, he is a rapper. A bomb-ass rapper at
I'm
that.
an artist. I do it all.
Alrighty, so tell the people a little bit about what inspired you to start rapping.
Just the overall just aesthetic of, being an artist and being a musician overall. Like, I've always been into the arts, you know what I'm saying? And just, I love music. I've always had an ear for music. And I think I started listening to music, like, at the age, like, really, like, listening and paying attention, like, maybe 6, 7 years old. And, just started, like, deriving, like, an emotion out of music. So once I started, like, feeling out what I liked, I just, later on in life, that's when I really wanted to start creating my own music. But I say, like, at that tender age of, like, 6 and 7, because, at that age, you like a sponge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're very impressionable. Anything that somebody says is like, oh, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think at that age, that's when it really, like, hit me.
So it was always what the music you listened to, like, growing up, that always inspired you to want to start rapping, or was it simply the fact that you were brought up around music, period?
Well, realistically, I gotta give the credit to my brother, cause like he's the one that really, like, my older brother put me on to, like, just like hip hop overall and just like R&B. Like, those are the, main two, like, genres of music I was pretty much into, aside from, like, Spanish music, like salsa, merengue, bachata, all that stuff. Like, I was already hip to all that. My brother introduced me to the other side of things, which was R&B and hip hop. And that's kind of when I started, like, was like, oh, what the hell is this? So that's kind of what, put it in perspective for me. So I think I gotta give the credit to my brother, my big brother.
Okay, shout out to Big Bro.
Shout out to Trey, you already know.
And if you, okay, so I guess that kind of wraps in, but if you could name one person who has, from day one, from the moment you said, listen, I'm gonna be Lex Lavo, this is gonna be like what I'm gonna focus on in regards to my career, name one person that has always believed in you, always knew, told you, listen, you could do it, let's go.
I mean, honestly, I get a lot of support. I can't even name just one person, because then that would be very selfish of me to just be like, yo, it was that person. I got a big support system, when it comes to, like, just family members, friends that are around me that, really, like, believe in me. I gotta give it to even just my fans, even my supporters, like, people I don't know personally that really rock with me and click that play button when I drop new content, or just share it around with the people, because we in a time where it's like, right now social media is everything, and it's one of those things that's kind of hard, and I know it kind of like it kind of discourages a lot of people, because everything is about numbers. You know what I mean? It's all a numbers game with some people. So it's like, for me, I just try to attack, I attack it in a way where it's like I got my core fan base and I got people that really rock with me genuinely and been there since day one. So I got to give them the credit as well. I just got to give it to them that really like sit there and promote me and show love and put my music out there to the world, to people they know, friends and family, whoever they rock with. You know what I'm saying? Just putting me on to, other people. So it's like, I got to give it to them. Everything is word of mouth. Word of mouth is still relevant completely.
Yes.
So it's like, that's definitely who I got to say gets the credit on that.
Alrighty. And for aspiring rappers and artists, who look up or are watching this and also look up to you, how did you get your career off of the ground? Like, how did you get started?
I didn't know nobody. Like, when I really started, I didn't know anybody who was in that realm. I didn't know nobody that was like, that could help me or put me on a just put me under their wing or whatever the case may be. What I did was I just said, all right, cool. I know of people that actually are in the game, so let me start, like I said, social media. I started using social media to my advantage. I would follow certain people, and I would see that they would throw in events or anything. So I'm like, yo, I got to get next to those people. So what I would do is I would just network, and people just, they go off my vibe. I'm a cool dude. I'm real laid back. I'm very sociable, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because one of my boys, he's an artist as well. I don't really want to put his name out there like that, but he always tells me this. He's like, yo, Lex, like, why I fuck with you so hard? You could be in a room and not know nobody, and by the end of the night, the whole room know you. And that's just my personality, you know what I'm saying? I could sometimes, like, on the exterior come off like I'm not welcoming because I'm just, my personality, my characteristics, I kind of have a tough exterior just because of my upbringing. But just being around people, I think, that's kind of what opened me up, because I'm a very, like I said, I'm a very sociable person, and I'm just somebody that loves to talk to people and get to know people and just like be out there. So that's pretty much what I started doing. I started networking, finding videographers, photographers, people to just help build my content with me. And I started building a certain team around me, and then eventually things just started like happening naturally. Just people started fucking with me naturally.
You hear that, guys? You gotta put the hard work in.
It's a fact.
No matter what you're trying to be, I have to, shed light on that, because no matter what you're trying to be, no matter what venture you want to get into, what career, you have to work hard. You can't think that something is gonna just happen, you're just gonna get it. So, this goes to show you, even your favorite rapper took things into his own hands and, got it together, and look where he is now,
It's crazy because, even the people on the live right now, you know what I'm saying? Just people who's actually tuning in right now with us, and just people who are tuning in, eventually with this video. I pride myself on, knowing that I actually went out there myself and did it all on my own. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody to say, yo, here's a platform, do what you got to do, and I'll make it happen. No, I did. I invested in myself. I put all my money up. I utilized my resources the right way, and I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of these kids now, they feel like they could just throw a song up on SoundCloud and feel like it's going to pop the next day. No, there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes to make that record. If you believe in a record or believe in any project you're doing, or it's not just going to happen, on some like overnight shit. You got to really put in a lot of behind the scenes work to make that project, just pop and then just make it happen. So it's like, I think there's the younger generation right now got a lot of shit twisted. You know what I'm saying? I think they a lot of them are spoon fed, seriously, because a lot of them are spoon fed. These labels, I don't even want to get into that conversation. That whole label shit is ridiculous at this point. The way I just feel like overall, if you're gonna get into this game, understand the work it takes. It's not just, yo, I'm at home sending everybody my links and all that. No, people want to see you in person. People want to see, people want to see you and meet you and shake your hand and say they actually met you and say you a dope individual. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit goes that shit goes a long way. But a lot of people don't understand that. They feel like, oh, they could just throw up music and feel like people gonna rock with it just because they know them personally. Nah, You gotta go down and shake hands and kiss babies and do all that. You gotta do a lot of shit you might not even want to do because, you know, you gotta make certain sacrifices. But all of that shit is gonna work out in the end for you if you really want this shit.
So on the topic of aspiring artists, how approachable are you for an artist looking to do a feature, but someone who isn't established yet? This is something new that they're doing, and they're like, oh, you know, Lex Lavo, can I pay you for a feature so that, you know, I could bring the right eyes to my music, my craft?
Well, I mean, honestly, it all depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the situation just gotta be the right situation.
Right.
Because I feel like, you know, it's only right for me to, you know, put myself on a certain plateau and understand and know my worth. So it's like, if I'm going to deal with an artist that's up and coming that I don't know about, and, you know, people talking about him like, yo, I think you should do a record with this nigga. He's dope. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? He out here working. If I feel like it just comes down to if I like you personally, like, and I gotta build with you, like I gotta know your music. If I rock with your music and I feel like it'll make sense, it all has to make sense.
Right.
I can't just do it just for the sake of doing it. And I feel like a lot of dudes out here that's up and coming, they take that as like you acting bougie, or you just, you know, you think you better than them. Nah, that's not the case. I really put in a lot of work for this.
And also,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's knowing your worth as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I wanted to talk a little bit into that because of the fact that, you know, you do have a lot of people who reach out to you and just expect like, hey, you know,
it's that's what it is.
Yeah, like, and they expect for you to just be like, yeah, no problem, I'm just gonna do it simply because, you know, like you said, you are so approachable, like on the regular.
Yeah.
You are a cool dude, so people assume like, hey, I could just hit him up. But then you have to be careful because you get a lot of opportunists. You get people who've been an artist for 2 seconds and they want your feature. Or in my industry, you get people who've been blogging for 2 minutes and, you know, and they wanna just jump on the fact that, you know, you already have a platform, you already have people who watch you.
Some of these dudes is just leeches, you know what I mean?
Correct.
And I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna talk for nobody else. The most I can say is if somebody approaches me, to answer your question, if somebody approaches me in that sense to want to do a record with me and to build with me, I gotta like what they doing. Like, I'm not gonna just do it for the sake of doing it, like I said. Right. So it's like one of those things that's important, and that's something that's going to help me decipher whether I want to work with you or not. And just your personality. If I vibe with you, like, I'm the type of person, I like to put other people in position. Like, I always have this, it's like a gift and a curse. Like, I'm the type of person, I put other people before me. So if I like you enough, like, as a person, and I feel like you got potential, I'm going to help you get to where you need to get.
Right. I'm not just going to give you this feature.
I just feel like, to sum it all up with that, a lot of these people don't really want it like that. Like, they want it, but they only want the glitz and glamour part. They don't want to put in that work.
They don't want the work.
They don't. And I see it every day, and I just laugh because it's like, yo, a lot of these cats, they feel like, oh, if they get a couple posts from this person or that person that they doing something. Nah, man, you got to understand this shit take time. This shit got to marinate with the people. The people gotta eventually fuck with you.
They gotta feel
that
you.
Shit that like, I was watching some shit about Jay-Z the other day. He like, yo, labels said he was trash. Like, the labels literally told Jay-Z he was trash. Like, that he was horrible. Like, even Jay-Z got haters.
And look
like,
at him.
Hey, he's one of the greatest of our time. So it's like, you gotta understand you can't please everybody. All you could do is just do you, and if the people love you for who you are and what you do, then it's just it was meant to be. Sometimes
if it's meant to be, it will be.
Yeah, it's that simple.
I agree. Alrighty, so looking into the future a little bit, where do you see your career in 1 year?
I mean, honestly, I'm ready to just make big moves. So honestly, I don't even want to be signed, to be honest. I feel like that's what everybody's expecting. Oh, you have a label. Nah, I'm actually in the works of creating my own label. Like, that's what I want to do right now. Like, I'm in the works of jump-starting my own label and putting myself out there, and even signing other artists to the label. Because like I said, I have an eye and ear for all of this shit. So if I see somebody that really, you know, would add or has potential that could, you know, add on to what I'm doing, I'm willing and ready to, you know, put somebody in position. Because like I said, I got my own resources. I got my own core following. I know a lot of people. And I feel like you know, I can help somebody else just cause off the strength of just me fucking with them. Right. Like I said, like I don't care. That money shit, that shit don't mean nothing. That shit come with the territory. It's gonna come regardless. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. But I'm just trying to create dope content for the people. You know what I'm saying? Just things to leave behind for the next generation. And that's my whole point in doing this music shit. Like it's that's the most relevant fact for me as an artist to make music is to leave behind something special. I want to hear 20, 30 years. Yeah, just pretty much that sums up just having a legacy. I want to have a song that 20, 30 years from now somebody be like, yo, that was my shit. It's still pop. Or somebody sample my shit. You feel me? Like just like that's you get what I'm saying? Like that's the type of vibe I'm on. I don't care about temporary validation. That shit don't move me. You feel me? But
Alrighty. And with the new year coming in, fresh in.
Yeah, ready. 2019.
Yes. What can we see in 2019? So not
gonna see. The
question prior was a year.
Yeah.
What do we see this year?
Well, honestly, this year you're gonna see a whole bunch of visuals.
Yes, I'm visual queen.
Yes, I know. A whole bunch of visuals, whole bunch of music. I'm actually about to drop a mixtape, and a lot of people been asking me, yo, when you gonna drop a mixtape? When you gonna drop a project? And I haven't been able to drop a project in a while because I just wasn't in the right mental space. You know what I mean? Just to be honest with myself and the viewers, you know, I just wasn't in the right mental space. So now I feel more comfortable. I feel, you know, like I'm ready. So that's gonna be coming, and I just got a whole bunch of things in store that's not concrete. So I'm not gonna just put it out there like it's something like. It's just I got a whole bunch of ideas. I write down ideas every day. I wake up out of my sleep with ideas. So it's like that's just the type of time I'm on. So you're gonna expect me to be very active. That's the most I could say.
You're gonna see major moves.
I'm just gonna be everywhere, pretty much, you could say.
Alrighty. So on the way out, I want you guys to listen to. It's actually my favorite remix to the song currently. He has a remix to Uptown Vibes by Meek Mills. First of all, it goes hard. You better tune in. If you don't know how to get there, I'm gonna put the link underneath this video, so don't even worry. So it's been real, guys. My name is Tiara. This is the Prittee Truth, and tune in next week.
I'm so uptown, motherfucker. If you ain't, don't go uptown. I'm the Spanish jiggy nigga that run my town. El Barrio across the belly, hold my crown, so you know my sound. Yeah, look, can see the change in the scenery. Check out how we dripped up, always looking meanery. 125th fiends, always on the leanery. Sour or the GG4 or the greenery. Gucci frito looking like.